I live here with my life. I stay strong, I stay wise. I live here with my life. I stay strong, I stay wise. I live here with my life. While we wait.
Hey, I am R. Patrice Bryant, and welcome to While We Wait. I'm the host of While We Wait. I'm so glad that you're here. Listen, I'm just wondering if you are really ready for 2022. Whether you finish strong or you've come into the new year a little stronger, this is a great quick segment to get those engines going. Um, have you ever thought about what you're really good at? What is it that you have a knack for? Do you know that you can do some additional training and make that work for you? You should always build on your strengths. Think about it. Well, let me share something with you. I'm an only child, and growing up, I had imaginary friends and some real friends, and I made everybody my relative because I was an only child, and I wanted brothers and sisters, siblings, cousins. So you'll notice that I have a lot of cousins who are not my cousins. But in some cases, there's nothing missing but the blood. I am gifted to get to I have the gift of gab. I talk a lot. I can actually talk just as much as I can be quiet because, again, I'm an only child. So I'm used to either entertaining myself or entertaining someone else. And sometimes there's just not a whole lot to say. And I've learned that every moment does not have to be filled with a spoken word. I've learned that that's just a wisdom that I picked up over time. So what are you saying? I'm saying that because I am comfortable speaking in front of a lot of people, doing one-on-ones, and then that helped me with being a career coach. That is my profession at this time. So you can take, and I'm just saying all of that. You can take what your gifts are, your talents, your abilities, and make them work for yourself. And you may just have a knack at something, but you can always build upon it. So today's topic is level up. Let's level up in 2022. I'm not certain where you are located, where you're headed in your life, what you're thinking about. I think a lot about our future. What is it going to look like in 10 years? What is it going to look like in 15, 20, 25 years? I think about what can I do to enhance myself. Thus, my theme music. I stay strong. I stay wise. I keep enhancing my life. I just believe that's just very, very important right now. Taking a look to see what does the world look like, what does my society look like, and how am I going to maneuver? Like, if we're going to be here, we have to keep up with the times. Um, for instance, technology is everything. If you're not up with technology, you could end up being like the dinosaurs back in the day that did not they didn't make it. No, not that you're going to die, but if you're not up with technology, then you can easily be bypassed, or you could be missing information that you could so easily get by knowing how to maneuver on devices, computers, notepads. And the thing about it is, you have every option. There are free trainings. You have family members. You've got these young people. I pull on my children for everything. Like, I really just got up on TikTok. I'm not doing a whole lot. I think the first thing that I posted was my granddaughter doing something funny to me. But you need to keep up with technology. What is going on in the world? Everything is digital, 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 digital. Paper money is going to go away. So we need to make certain that we are digital, whether you're receiving Social Security or Social Security disability, SSI, if you're receiving state assistance. And if you're not registered with those sites, and there are other things too, those they just kind of stand out. If you're not registered with them, even with for your UI and your gas bills, if you're not registered, you kind of limited. You kind of limit yourself. So if you're not registered for your Social Security or the Department of Social Services, then you have to physically go down to those buildings to get what you need, or make that phone call that you can be on hold for 4 hours. Ask me how I know, because I was assisting a client and literally I just said, well, I'll put it on hold and I'll continue to work until somebody answers. Listen, you don't have to go through all that if you're just seeking to get a document or find out information. It's probably right at your fingertips. So when you don't keep up with what's going on, you work a lot harder. But when we could work smarter, yeah, gotta level up. Gotta level up, guys. Got to. If your credit score is not good, you can fix it. It's doable. And I spoke a few weeks ago about facing it so you can fix it. If there are things that need to be done, there's just so much. And I will not listen to you if you say I'm too old. That's something that I don't deal with. I'm not dealing with a number. We only get old when we allow our minds to become slow. We become dim-witted, dull in our thinking and our conversation. I was thinking the other day, just thinking about leveling up. I used to work for a Fortune 500 company. I am now in the nonprofit sector. And I worked for Philips Medical North America. I also worked for Prudential Relocation. And I just was thinking during that time, my vocabulary was so much sharper than it is right now. So that's one of the things I'm like, you know what, Brian, get yourself together. I know, for the most part, I do well, but my vocabulary was just so much broader. So that's something personally that I see I need to work on. That's a for me kind of a deal, but it depends on where you're headed, where you want to go, and you know what, you do have the right to remain the same. But I have to tell you something: you will never remain the same, because doing nothing, you are still going to either. That's a decision. Doing nothing is a decision. You can just sit and just get old and kind of just go with the flow of things. Uh, but I choose to, and I hope that you'll choose to get courage to empower yourself. There are free digital literacy classes. What is digital literacy? Digital literacy is how to use the computers. I sat in a digital literacy class for my clients on Friday, and it was done by the Urban League of Southwestern Connecticut. And I believe there's urban leagues in a lot of different places, but there are other organizations as well. I have to tell you, I learned in that class, and I'm on a computer every day, but the class they took it from the hardware straight to software, different apps. There's just, you can do this. Grab the information. Don't let life just pass you by. I know there's mothers in our church that text, and they're on Facebook, they're on Zoom. They keep up with it. And one of the mothers is that's in her 80s. So you cannot tell me that you're too old to learn how to use a computer. In regards to your finances, some of us grew up not knowing how to do our finances. Some of us didn't learn how to grocery shop. We just kind of jumped out there and got what we want. But do you realize that there are techniques for how to shop? What are the staples that you should have in your home? These are things we don't even think about, but there are free classes that will do this. There are cooking classes online. There are uh, what can I make on this kind of an income? There are ways to learn how to get the best out of your buck. These are trainings. I know people who do extreme couponing. I listen. I call her my supplier, but listen, there is no lack of toilet paper, paper towel, um, toiletries, cleaners for the home, because I have a supplier. There's a young lady who is an extreme couponer, and listen, I give her X amount of dollars. I haven't, matter of fact, I just reached out to her. I got to remind her. I haven't gotten anything from her since, I can tell you, August. And I still have supplies. I'm going to tell you, I don't have the number one, discipline or the patience to do couponing. So that's why I use her. But I'm just saying, if you have that kind of uh, um, patience about you, and you're very, very super, super detailed like that, you could be saving big bucks. I mean, she's getting stuff for $1, a penny sometimes. There's a method. And these are things that you can, this is all leveling up. How am I going to take control of my home? How am I going to bring order to my home, to my thinking? How am I going to better myself? We're not going to stay the same. So we may as well take control and make our lives be our greatest life and become our best self. That's something I'm always saying. So there's financial literacy, there's digital literacy, there are free events planning trainings, and I know one of the organizations is again the Urban League. If you may just have a knack at doing events. Now that's not something I want to do. I'm good at productions, but when I have these creative artistic productions, I hire an events planner or an artisan, someone who does the decorations. They bring everything together because I don't want to do that part. My brain just wants to focus on the production, the artistic part of what I do. But these are things that this is a good hustle. These are good hustles. Um, if you do home staging, if you're good at interior decorating, you could be working along with a real estate agent to stage homes that will be sold. There are ways to level up everything from your finances to your thinking. I mentioned and I posted in While We Wait. Um, Keep Sharp is the name of the book, and the author is Sanjay Gupta. And he's teaching you methods of how to keep your mind sharp because a lot of times we're just rehearsing things. We brush with the same, we just go through the motions every day. You put the same leg in the same pair of slacks, or you brush your teeth with the same hand, or you take the same route to work, and we do it effortlessly and we do it mindlessly. So we want to think, well, we don't even have to reinvent the wheel. Sanjay Gupta is on Amazon. It's not that it's very affordable. There's a book that you can purchase that will assist you with keeping your mind sharp. And when you just rehearse the same thing over and over and over again, you are not keeping your mind sharp. You are rehearsing things. So this is some good stuff. Also, I just want to bring back before you the financial success workshop. This is not a pyramid. This is not a get rich quick scheme or anything like that. These are tools that are going to be shared with you. The cost is $25. I will solidify this week what the date's going to be, but we believe it is going to be on a Monday evening at 7:15. That will be Eastern Standard Time by my co-host, Michelle L. Perry, and she's a master. The Bible says, mock the perfect man. Let me tell you, I see the fruit. I see the fruit of what she's done for herself and for her business. So if you're interested, if you're if you're thinking of becoming an entrepreneur, there are even classes at the Urban League. I believe OIC has a business class. I've taken a business class through Urban League. I also went to business school, but I took it as a refresher. Wonderful. The business class through the Urban League was via Zoom when the pandemic first happened. And every week we had a special guest. I met some like celebrity status people. I met some wonderful business people who were sharing wonderful, rich nuggets that can assist you with being successful. Everything from marketing to your finances to the how to's to the legal side for formulating your business plan. There's assistance for all of this absolutely free. And maybe business is not your thing, but the point I'm making is there's so much available to you that will assist you with leveling up. What do you mean leveling up? Enhance yourself, empower yourself, do something different. I know I'm not going to be working for someone the rest of my life. I'm already looking at, I'm calling it not retirement, I'm calling it life shift. So I have a plan in place to segue myself into my life shift. I'm not the kind of person just to sit down and do nothing. So I will be working in some shape, form, or fashion, but in my life shift, I will be doing what I want to do, determined to make that successful. So if you have something that you're good at, you can make that a business and do what you love. Some people are they are already doing that. Well, okay, I enjoy what I'm doing for work, but I'm going to enjoy much better what I'm going to be doing in the future. And right now, I'm gaining those skills to make it happen. So, the Financial Success Workshop that's going to be facilitated by Michelle L. Perry. She is the owner, the CEO of finance of Successful Diligence. She has a podcast. She is a social worker also by profession, and she's doing some really wonderful things. So Michelle was sharing some small things with me. Well, they were small, but they were huge. And I'm like, you know what? We need to bring that to people. I love bringing great knowledge and skills to others. I love sharing. And what she shared with me in just a short space of time, I was like, wow, like the light bulb was going off. So Michelle's going to be sharing wonderful information. Um, her verbiage is it's the start of a new year, and what better time to set up your financial house for success. In this foundational workshop, you will be provided with information and knowledge that can help steer your personal and business, if applicable, finances towards great success and increased returns for 2020. So this is not just for entrepreneurs. She said to steer your personal and business, if that's what you want to do, towards great success and increased returns for 2022. The topics to be covered will be understanding the mindset for financial success, understanding credit scores. Yes, there is more than one. Credit score versus credit profile, how to optimize your credit profile and increase your credit score, why this all matters, and what can you do with an optimized credit profile and score. What can you do with this information and these tools? We want to know that. Monetize yourself and leverage your financial access. What do I hear? Accessing finances. Listen, resources and ideas for continued success. And then there will be Q&A time for personalized suggestions and recommendations. 2022 can be a year of financial success, even in a down market and volatile economy. To get something different in life, you have to take different actions. That's what I'm talking about. We got to level up, guys. We got to do something different so we can get a different and a greater result. Looking forward to seeing you in the workshop, is what Michelle is saying. And her disclaimer is this is not financial or investing advice, and there are no guarantees implied or promised. Outcomes will vary based on individual implementation of the information provided. This workshop is for education and sharing for edification purposes only. So, in other words, this is not a scheme. This is not a pyramid. This will be tools given to you, and it's up to us to work the tools that we're given to gain the success that we desire. So I hope that you will contact me and let me know if you're interested in this workshop, the Financial Success Workshop. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. And I'm excited because Monday, Martin Luther King Day, which is the 17th of January, is when I start my private mentorship with Michelle L. Perry. I cannot wait. And I hope you will take advantage of this wonderful opportunity. Again, it's $25. The slots are limited. And this will be the first of workshops. So if you enjoy this first one, then we will do another one and we will continue, because I'm meeting with Michelle monthly for myself. If you're interested, we will continue with additional workshops that will assist you with being successful with your finances, with your personal life and or your business. So there you have it, guys. It's just a wonderful time to level up with your relationships. It's really a time, I think I discussed it, I mentioned it in December on the way out of 2021. I was saying, you know what? Forgive quickly, hold no grudges. Matter of fact, I don't even have anything to say. I don't even, you know what? If I have haters, I don't know, because I don't put my focus on haters. It's time for us to change our view, change our focus. I don't have time to look at whatever you feel about me. That's not even any of my business. God bless, Godspeed. Right now, my focus is how much can I build myself up so I can share wonderful information and empowering tools, inspiration and motivation with others. So I hope you'll join us on this journey of recreating ourselves and um, just being, I can't say it another way, just becoming our best self, first inwardly as well as outwardly. And I will also have people coming on to talk about health and fitness, fashion and beauty. February is going to be the month of relationships. And listen, I'd love to hear from you. I'm a wonderful accountability partner. I have, as far as fitness is concerned, I have started again with my journey on fitness. Christmas, the holidays, I enjoyed myself, but now it's time to get back on the horn. So my first week in January was working to eat clean, as well as upgrade my amount of drinking water. My second week, I started intermittent fasting. And then the end of the second week, I also started back on my treadmill because it's too cold right now. Matter of fact, yesterday I went out, it was 7 degrees, frigid. So yeah, I was on my treadmill. My next week, and I'm adding on stuff each week. So the following week, I will begin to do my YouTube workouts, cardio, and also there's the one that you do. It's like a stand up crunch, and it knocks that midsection out, and that's my main focus, as well as the cardio. If you are a singer, you should be doing cardio if you want to do this for the long haul. If you're singing, cardio is going to, it's going to work for you. Your body supports your singing. So if you're a singer, you definitely want to do some cardio. All right, guys. So we are leveling up in 2022. We're taking ourselves to the next level. We're becoming our greatest self, a better person, a better friend, a better relative, um, a better colleague. Uh, Whatever your better is, let's do better. Let's gain this year. Um, just something that I looked up, and this is biblical, and I talked about it last week. Thriving in the midst of challenges, and I was saying how there were so many inventions that were created um, during hard times, or okay, for them to make a light, there had to be a need for a light. For them to create an airplane, there had to be a need to want to travel, or a desire to travel faster. I won't even go to the Bible today. But you are an answer to something. You are an answer to somebody. It is imperative that we level up so we can refresh someone else, or to cause someone else to thrive in dark times. Even if it's an encouraging word, Michelle always says it. She's an encourager. She absolutely is. She's gifted in that area. So you may have a kind word to someone. You may have a smile. Okay, so you got your mask on. We can tell if you're smizing or if you're frowning. We can tell your eyebrows kind of tell on you. So anyway, let's level up in 2022. This is going to be a great year if you determine to make it one. Not like life is not still happening. I'm not delusional. We see a lot of things going on. However, our focus is to make this year be the greatest year ever, so that we can be a blessing to someone else. So I'm doing it for me so I can do it for someone else. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Remember, we are leveling up in 2022. Be strong, be wise. Keep enhancing your life, because life is worth living. If you put your mind to it, you can do it. If you can think it, you can create it. We are creators. Come on, guys. Let's level up in 2022. See you next time.
Wise. I live in I stay strong. I stay wise. I live here.